Good morning and welcome to Kids Church for Sunshine Kid and Kids for Christ. So,
Hang on, Wally.
yeah, what's up?
Something looks a little bit different. Like it's a little bit quiet.
Yeah, the kids have finally learnt that they need to be quiet while we're talking. Yeah, that.
Kids? What kids?
That's right. This is that technology. So are they? Yeah, look.
Hi
Sandra.
guys!
Hi, how you going? So I reckon that with technology, we can get into that little tiny screen that they're watching.
No way!
Yeah, okay.
That is so cool!
Alright, ready? There we go. So we're already on their screen.
Really?
Yeah, trust me, I work in IT.
Ah, that's cool!
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, it's a little bit different, isn't it?
It's a little different.
Yeah, so we're doing a few activities. I think we've got a play coming up sometime soon. I heard that there's someone who's a little bit silly.
It's a little bit weird.
It's a little bit weird, but
He
hey,
eats some really weird things.
yeah. So that was going to be next week, but this week, there's something special this Sunday, isn't it?
Is it Father's Day?
No,
Christmas!
No, the
Easter?
No, Mother's Day.
No,
Is
it's
that...
not Mother's Day.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is. Yeah, I remember because we sent them some of that activity and that craft.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's Mother's Day.
So today we're going to be talking about mums in the Bible. So mums, are you listening? Because if you are, I need you to block your ears.
La la.
Alright, so kids, hopefully you've got your little package, your little craft package. I want you to go to get that ready because we're going to be doing that very soon. So mum, shh, you're not allowed to know. It's our secret, okay?
There's lots of mums in the Bible, you know. There's Mrs. Noah, and there's Hannah, and there's Elizabeth. But today we're going to talk about a very special mum, the very first mum there ever was. And her name was, that's right, Eve. So, Eve was made out of Adam's rib. And so Eve never had a mum of her own like you have grandmas. Eve never had one. So she had to bring up her kids all by herself. Now, those kids weren't in the Garden of Eden because of sin, but could you imagine if they were, how cool it would have been to build tree houses and play hide and seek and chase you all through that Garden of Eden? But like I said, sin. Spoiled it all. And so her kids never got to know about that garden. Now, you are very lucky because you have parents who love you. You have a mum who takes you here, there and everywhere, and they buy you things, and you're very special to them. And that's what the sort of mum that Eve was too. She loved her kids, but those kids did the wrong thing. They sinned too. So we've got to try our hardest to obey our parents and do what our parents tell us, and just tell them how much we love them, as much as we can.
Well, good morning, children. So the craft we're doing today for Mother's Day, so hopefully you've got one of these that your dad or mum's given you already in preparation. So inside this lovely bag, you'll have two things. So you'll have a nice colourful laminated piece of glitter and paper, and the other bit in the bag should be a nice bright colourful piece of paper that's folded up. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make Mum a lovely Mother's Day card, which we've prepared a little bit earlier. So the other things you'll need around home today is some sticky tape, a pair of scissors, you'll be very careful with scissors, and some really bright, colourful pens or pencils. And if you want to, pause the video now, run away, grab those things, and then come back. So what we're going to do first is grab a nice piece of paper, And we're going to try and figure out which way we want the card to be. Do we want it to be opening up this way, or do we want it opening up this way?
I'm going to get mine this way.
Well, I'm going to go this way.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to draw a picture or a shape on the front. So this one here, this is my really bad attempt of a love heart. But it can be a diamond, any of your favourite shapes, or your mum's favourite shape. So if you want to go ahead and draw that, I'm going to draw my shape. So now comes the tricky part. So you might need your mum or dad's help, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut the shape out, but we can't cut into the shape. So this is a little bit tricky. This is what I do, but you might have a different way of doing it. Is I grab the piece of paper, and in the middle of the shape, I give it like a little bit of a fold like that. So there's like a little bit of a fold. And then carefully we grab our scissors, and we do just one little tiny cut, just enough to get the scissors back in. And then now, very carefully, we cut the shape out. Alright, so here are our lovely shapes. So the next part we're going to do, we're going to grab the really nice colourful sheet of paper, and you'll probably notice it's too big and some of it sticks out. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this so then we fill the sheet of the picture, the shape, and then we're going to sticky tape it down on the back. But we've got to make sure it's cut small enough so it fits inside the card. And you'll probably notice there's some pretty cool patterns in here. So I reckon choose an area that you really like the best, and you can put that in the middle, so then it's nice and bright for mum to see. So once you've got the shape cut out, what we're going to do is we're going to sticky tape that on the back. So turn that over, grab your sticky tape. Yours is very bright and colourful.
So is yours.
Yeah, thank you. So now we've got to write a very special message to your mum. So in here you can write things like Happy Mother's Day, I love you mum.
I love the way you cook pasta.
That is very nice. So think of a special message. If you need help, get mum or dad to write it down with your spelling if you want to, so then you can copy that out. So Sophie, I believe you've written a special message, is that right?
I have. So in here I said, Dear Mum, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. Love, Sophie. And I drew a picture of my mum and some flowers, because she really loves flowers.
So if you want to do that, children, enjoy and say Happy Mother's Day to your mums. Well kids, I hope you really enjoyed doing that craft and learning about our mums in the Bible. So what we're going to do now, we're going to close in prayer. So when we pray, we close our eyes and we bow our head. So dear God, thank you that you've given us so many fantastic examples of mums throughout the Bible and how they love and how they care for us. We do give you thanks for our mums as well, as they look after us and they care for us. And that even though sometimes we're a little bit naughty, Sometimes we don't clean our bedrooms or help with the washing, but we do give you thanks and we praise you that we have so much fun and excitement. We pray for this in your holy name. Amen.
See you